Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 2nd. It is week 5, day 2, and I woke up this morning, weighed myself. I'm at 228.2, exactly where I was yesterday morning, so I hit a plateau. You can count on hitting a plateau or bouncing up eighth of a pound, quarter pound, 2 out of the 7 days in a given week. The other 5 days should be down days for you, meaning that you lost weight those 5 days. I'm Thomas Buchanan. This is not my first rodeo. I've been water fasting for 3 years. Not the same water fast. I have been off and on water fasting for 3 years. I started at 315 pounds. And as of this morning, again, I am at 228.2. A couple of questions, comments from viewers. First of all, a observation was made that I seem to lose weight slower than the average person trying to lose weight on a water fast. You are correct. I mean, I take my hat off to you folks, and you've let me know who you are, who can lose 2, 3, 4 pounds in a given day. I can't do that. Why can't I do it? Well, my suggestion to you is that I am acute diabetic, or used to be, and screwed up my body drinking 4 2-liter sodas a day, both diet and sugared. And so my body doesn't lose weight as rapidly as yours does. I've got stuff going on the inside that, isn't the body of a normal person. Plus my age. I mean, you're a lot younger. I'm 68 years old. So, my metabolism at 68, I'm sure, has slowed down from you 30-something, 40-something, and 50-something folks. So that's my excuse for not losing weight faster if I need one, which I don't need one. But no, I mean, for good Lord, if your body wants to lose 4 pounds in a day, be happy. Especially if it is not week 1. Because if you lose 4 or 5 pounds in a given day, week 2 through when you reach your goal weight, that means your body is actually burning the fat that it has stored up around the organs and around your waist, your buttocks, and your thighs. Me, because I'm diabetic, I don't burn it as fast as you do. I mean, I've just come to understand that and accept that. It doesn't mean I don't lose weight. I mean, I'm down from 315 to 228.2. I mean, I could stop right now and be a success. Wild, huge success. I've said on my channel many times, I prayed to God that I would see 299.9. I didn't think that was possible. For me to sit here today and say I'm at 228.2, that's breathtaking to me. That's amazing. And I want to give kudos and a shout out to the viewer that started his weight loss at over 500 pounds. I know I preached on it a lot yesterday, but I mean, those types of people that have the resolve to lose weight will lose the weight. And the viewers to be commended. I mean, again, I was uncomfortable. I was a pig. I was fat and obese at 315. I can't imagine my starting weight at over 500 pounds. I mean, you've already lost the the weight of two small human beings. I mean, that's staggering. And plus, and more importantly, you're learning how to eat and why you eat and when you eat and what your stress points are. You know, I've been working on a form that I probably have revised now 50 times um, to incorporate everything about water fasting. So it's going to take me a few days, maybe another week or two. But I can promise you this, I'm doing it for a selfish reason. I'm doing it because I plan on using it on a daily basis. And I will share it with you and hope that you use it also. I had kind of hoped to do it in Word and have a fill in the form electronically, but that may not be possible. You know, you may have to download it, print it, and copy a page 5 or 10 times. But we'll see how it goes. But it's going very slowly because I guess I'm anal about the form and I want it to be perfect, and I know it'll never be perfect, but I'm going to do my best for not only for me, but for you. I want to tell you about something I experienced when I woke up this morning. And I'm going to go back to the man who started his weight loss at over 500 pounds. I know I'm nowhere close to 500 pounds, but just to show you how the mind plays tricks on you, I woke up this morning feeling like I was 3 times my normal size. That I was not just fat, I was extremely obese. I mean, I hadn't gained an ounce, I hadn't lost an ounce. As I told you, I weighed in at 228.2. So for me to feel like I was extremely fat and obese, like I was a 600 pound man, um, you know, people think, well, weight loss, it's just, you know, water fasting, it's all about not eating. There's a psychological component to water fasting also. You will run into social pressure. You know, your spouse, your neighbor, your friends, your coworkers will try to pressure you into eating because they're concerned about you. I mean, there are many different aspects to weight loss. There's a lot more aspects to water fasting that you need to account for. I mean, I tell people when you start on week 1, day 1, go through all your cupboards, go through your refrigerator, throw out the pizza, throw out the cookies, the chips, the cake, because you know we're both adults. I've said this many times. We have no willpower. If we see a cookie, we're going to eat it. Now we know in our mind that we should not eat that. We know in our mind we should not consume an entire can of Pringles, but we do. And then you mix in a little stress at work and stress at home and a little financial worries. You know, the third bank here in the United States has just collapsed. And I really don't have a good feeling about some of the other banks. So, you know, hopefully I'm wrong. But there's all of these pressures in today's world that people stress out. I mean, it's hard not to think about what's going on in the world. So don't discount stress. Don't underestimate stress. Don't underestimate and discount, as I did, waking up this morning and thinking that I weighed 500 or 600 pounds. You know, because my old self, when I would wake up and 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 think I weighed that much, I'd go, you know, get some cold pizza and eat it. I would make me a big breakfast and eat it. Eggs, bacon, sausage, and 5 or 6 cups of coffee. But you can't do that. And I didn't do that. You know, you've got to work through it. But, you know, the form I'm working on, part of it is identifying what stresses you. I mean, I don't need a long list of 15 things. I want the top 1 or 2 things that's causing you stress. You know, when I was a manager, I would tell my employees, we've all got problems, but I want you to start looking at an issue or a problem in your life, whether it's at work or at home or wherever. I want you to start looking at it a different way, because they would always bring me their problems. And I would say, you know, I want to hear your problems, but I want you to do it differently. When you bring me a problem, I want you to think about the problem before you ever approach me. And I want you to bring me at least 2 solutions, preferably 3 solutions to that problem that you can try. And that's just worked out very well in my management career. It's also worked out very well in my life. You know, I've got an issue of people throwing trash in my yard. Well, so someone's throwing trash over an 8-foot fence in my yard. That's the problem. So I listed 2 or 3 solutions, and I'm working on implementing those solutions. I used to get, not this year, but last year I got a little more than 1,800 robocalls in a given year. I know because I tracked each one on a spreadsheet. So robocalls is the problem. I came up with 2 or 3 solutions, implemented one, and now I can't get people to call me. I don't know what it is. I must be on the legal list or the shit list or whatever you want to call it, because I went after these companies. And if you, I tell you that not to gloat. I tell you that because if you approach life in the identify the problem, and then identify 2 or 3 solutions to that problem that might resolve that problem. If you approach every problem like that, you will find success. So, but yeah, I was feeling pretty fat this morning when I woke up. I just that actually caught me by surprise, because 2-3 years ago when I initially started water fasting, I felt that way, but I haven't felt that way in a long time. So it's almost as if there's a struggle going on the inside. And I mean, I'll win just like you're winning. You know, you're losing weight. Congratulations. And you're not buying prepackaged foods. You're not buying my special supplement. You're just water fasting. I appreciate each and every one of you. I say this often, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I sincerely am proud of every single one of you on maintenance, because, you know, it's one thing to lose the weight, it's another thing to keep it off. And you are managing your weight, and you can't do that intermittent fasting. You can't do that eating prepackaged foods. So make it a great day. Make it a productive day. Get out and enjoy the beautiful day if you can. You don't have to spend money. Go walk around the block and enjoy the fresh air. It's going to be beautiful here in Texas today. And I'll see you tomorrow.